Rainbows for All Children has a vast network and community of passionate individuals who herald our mission to provide free peer support groups to youth around the world. We got the opportunity to sit and chat with some of them through a series of interviews. Welcome to the Rainbows Chats. After the storm, we shine.
My name is Beltran. I go to Loyola University, Chicago, and I'm majoring in journalism and marketing. Well, I first heard about it looking for internships because my school required me to get a certain internship in my senior year. And I went on this website called Handshake, which is a kind of a student-based job/internship place. And I really felt like I was aligned with the mission and the values. That's something I really wanted to find while looking for an internship. So well, as someone that probably could have used this as a resource when I was a child, I felt connected to it in a way, and I think that it's something that's necessary for every child going through grief or loss or anything. Well, if I can give one kind of offhand note, I feel like this organization deserves a bigger building and a bigger system to function through. You know, it's a very nice place that we have currently, but I feel like with all the hard work that gets put in here, I feel like everybody here in the whole organization has earned the ability to be in a bigger place. And also another wish, I guess, would just be growth on that kind of ties into the building as well. But just having more facilitators, if we're able to get more kids involved, just expand it as much as possible. I think that's another wish I would have. I think my favorite part is just having a hand in doing better in the world. You know, even though it might be very minuscule. You know, as an intern, I don't really have as much of a role here compared to everybody else, obviously. But I just like to be a part of the group, and part of being a part of Rainbows, I've been in the meetings, very involved with all the conversations. So I feel like I'm playing a bigger role here. So that's probably my favorite part. Part of the reason I like doing the journalism, and that's why I picked it as one of my majors in college, was to tell stories of people that can't, or go into either underprivileged communities, and because that's where I come from. So part of the journalism thing is me wanting to tell my own story, and the people I grew up with, their story, and the people currently still there, their story. And I feel like some of the kids that could use the Rainbows as a resource, especially because it's a free resource, it's available to everybody. So that's part of that, just telling a story. Never done any community engagement or anything like that, and you know, I saw it on the posting, obviously, so I knew I was kind of getting myself into, but obviously that's not really what I was looking for when I was looking for internships. But I didn't really mind it, and since the first day was a little scary when we had to get on the phone and everything, but I guess an example of a good day is just when people pick the phone up. I enjoy having those conversations with people that really want to be a part of this program. I really enjoyed learning about Rainbows and its backstory and what it stands for. Again, like I said, as a child, this is something I wish I had. And I know a lot of people I know had something people in my family could have used, you know, just because it's a free resource. And I think that that's something that every child deserves, the chance to any level of grief and loss. That's another thing I like about this organization. There's so many different categories of grief and loss that are equally as important. I feel like that's something that the world needs more, just the opportunity to have these support groups and to talk about those problems.
Thanks for watching this installment of the Rainbows Chats. Follow us on social media and join our mission of creating communities of young people who are facing loss and uncertainty so that no one has to grieve alone. Together, we can create a world where after the storm, we shine.